In this episode, I'm going to share how Japanese primary school is like. There are distinct differences compared to Malaysian school. This is by no means comparing which one is better. This is just purely a sharing of joy. As mentioned in the previous episode, Akmal and Azmeer has joined their sisters Alyaa and Amni in Ikeda Elementary School after completing their kindergarten. The entrance ceremony was held on 8th of April 2021. It was a ceremonial day in a sense, and the students dressed their absolute best on that day. Boys are typically clad in suits, while girls wear elegant dress. Same goes to the parents. Here's what Akmal and Azmeer wore on that day. Elegant but seriously cheap. How cheap do you ask? These are just 500 yen, basically the cost of a 3 loaf of sandwich bread. We obtained it from a 2nd Street used shop, and it was absolutely in pristine condition. Similar to the Ikeda Sakurayo-chan closing ceremony, the event was held in the gymnasium of the elementary school. There was no fancy showcase this time around, it was just the children walking into the gym with their respective homeroom teacher. They entered according to their class, and within their class, they were arranged according to their name's alphabet. Akmal and Azmeer were number 1 and number 3 respectively in their class. However, Akmal entered last as my ADHD boy is accompanied by his special sensei. After the entrance ceremony and welcoming speech by the school principal, there was a photo session for parents and students for each classroom. There's me on the leftmost in the second row of the parents. Surprisingly, not many fathers want to be photoed here. It was only me and one other father, and that's it really. The rest are all mothers. Now that the ceremony is completed, Akmal and Azmeer is now officially enrolled to Ikeda Elementary School. We let them go to their class for some introductory activities before bringing them home at around 11 o'clock. The other students, include their sisters, went home at around the same time too. This is somehow a noticeable unique trend in Japanese school. First day of the new term usually start midweek instead of Monday, and the class also will finish by afternoon. This greatly reduced the fatigue to the student during the first few days after long holiday. So simple, yet so thoughtful and undeniably effective. Unmistakably Japanese. So this is the first difference. The second difference is the school uniform, or rather the lack of it. It is literally the students are given full freedom. Combined with the great variation of weather throughout the 4 seasons, it is a dress fiesta. This is really thoughtful for young children, since it is very dangerous for our young kids to iron their uniform themselves. So the job obviously falls to us, the parents. The uniform system is applicable starting from secondary school only, when the children is mature enough to iron themselves. So this kind of free off the Sunday afternoon, which can be better spent doing high quality activities such as getting wet in the river, or munching snack while enjoying sunset. Japanese people walks and cycles everywhere, everyone. Public transport is the king, not the Myvi. Same goes to the school trip. There is no soccer mom here in their large MPV sending off her solitary small kids to school. Instead, the children walk to school according to the specified walking group. There's a group leader and there is also a rear guard. My children walks 800 meters to school every day. They walk along the minor road and the path between houses, and the route was carefully assessed and selected by the school. There's plenty of chance to have fun too, especially in the way back. The culture of going to the playground is very much alive here, further supported by the low criminal rate. In the morning, the big junction is actually manned by the volunteers. They help to ensure the children cross safely, and this is the major third difference. In Japan school, the schedule is pretty relaxed with plenty of break, allowing the children to be a proper children, not a mini adult with a mundane routine. This is the fourth difference compared to Malaysian school. The class starts at 8:30 am, so the need to be at the school when the morning is still dark is completely eliminated. For grade 1, there are 5 classes a day, including class with double slot, with 10 minutes interval break, except between the second and third period, it is even longer at 15 minutes. So this is the time where the children flood the school field. It is really happening out there, but they are very obedient with the end bell. Lunch break is after the fourth period at 12:20, where the 40 minutes eating time in the classroom is followed by the cleaning time. Then at 1:30, there's a field time again. More often than not, many young sensei were actually in the field too. Really good bonding there, while they also taking care of the children. That's pretty much about the fun part. On the other hand, homework can be very exhausting. There's plenty of them, although the syllabus is pretty light, and they do really emphasize on repetition and honing skills through thinking and deducing. Children are taught to understand instead of to follow. During major holiday, the homework comes in package from the daily drill according to the number of days of holiday. And also they have to do various poster, arts and science experiment. We are fortunate to be accepted to enter Ikeda Elementary School. The special service provided includes prayer room, basic Japanese class, translator service for parents and students, as well as they are ever thoughtful in considering halal food and Ramadan in the children activity.
それでは池田小学校へどうもありがとうございました。